No, I'm sorry, darling. You've got to stay here. You can't come with us today. No, because we might be there for a bit, and you've got to stay in the truck, and it's too warm. So you've got to stay there. Sorry. Stay there. In you come. Morning, world. Welcome to Thursday, 15th of July. We're off to market. Ready?
Yep.
Go up. Go on, up you go. 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 Mind your toes. Sorted.
Well, that was easier than I thought it was going to do.
Yeah, that kind of works like that, so. Supposed to jump.
Huh?
Supposed to jump.
Oh, quicker!
Okay. Not very convincing, really. Buckle up.
Aye.
Got the license.
Danger doesn't have the day off.
I laugh at danger.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So we might have to get some fuel on the way back.
Oh, good.
Alright.
Well, if we don't have something to eat at the market, we can always pop in and see Holly on the way back.
Not with this on the back of it, no. There's no
See, that's
parking.
right. We could just block the doctor's driveway off the next door. She said he doesn't mind.
No, I don't think we'll do that.
Well, it's a lovely day.
Isn't it?
Not too hot yet.
Not yet.
Let's come on.
This is a nice temperature. This is, so you can live with this. So go on then. What have you got to tell us all about Gran Canaria and life over in España, or whatever you call it?
España?
España.
Not a lot really, because nothing's happened for the last year and a half. Got locked in. We got let out. We got locked in again.
Yeah, British got locked out.
As they should be.
That's probably a good thing. That they can't behave themselves.
No. Well, they opened Tenerife a month before Gran Canaria. The English went over there, and now their Delta variant's gone through the roof, and they've shut it down again.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Down.
Look at Portugal. Same thing's happened again.
Yeah.
So, but then where do you stop? Where do you draw the line?
Well, the problem is the way I see it, is the British have done quite well at getting the vaccination done, and pat on the back for us, but the rest of the world hasn't.
Exactly.
And if the rest of the world isn't keeping up with us, it's kind of almost pointless.
Well,
Because while these variants are going out mutating into new variants,
okay, this way.
does our vaccine all of a sudden in 6 months' time become worthless?
6 months. It could be tomorrow.
Well, it could be, yeah.
Then you have to start from scratch again.
But as time, well, I think probably as a coronavirus, I think they can modify it to keep up. But it's still a case of
Yeah, but modify it to keep up. But if a new variant comes in and the inoculations we've already had don't work, then they've got to start from scratch again.
yeah,
Because it's just a new virus.
yeah.
This should be amusing. Old London Road, first thing in the morning. Yay!
Yeah, it's all right. 8:30.
So yes, it's all been amusing, but
Not much good for the economy.
none whatsoever. None whatsoever. Well, I've worked for five weeks in the last 18 months.
Yeah.
And yes, there's help from the government. Luckily my other half hasn't stopped work. been working from home, so we've had an income coming in. But yeah, it's not easy.
No, I don't think anybody's finding it easy. Well, there are one or two making a load of money anyway.
Oh, some people are making an absolute fortune.
Yeah. But not us.
No. No. The farmers are having a relatively good time of it at the moment. But when all these new import-exports come in, that's all going to change.
Well, we'll see. I'm kind of hoping that the British public have got enough nonce about them to understand that there is like a minimum quality of, and that's what's coming in from abroad. I'm not saying all of it. Some of it will be top-notch stuff, but it's coming from abroad because it's cheaper than ours.
Exactly.
And the reason it's cheaper than ours is because it's not as good quality.
It's not the same standards. They're not held to the same standards. And the trouble is, I would say, well, I don't know percentages, but let's say 60% of this country aren't in the higher wage bracket.
Probably more than that.
Well, let's say 60%. They have to buy what they can afford.
Yeah.
And so they're going to buy the cheaper.
Well, the end of the day is cheap protein is better than no protein. But the thing is we can't, if we could compete and produce our protein at a sensible price because we haven't got all these restrictions tying our thumbs together.
But some of the restrictions are good.
Oh yeah, look, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Animal health and welfare amongst the top ones, which we cover, and a lot of countries don't.
Yeah.
Chicken is brought in from abroad and such like, although we do produce a lot in this country.
Full of antibiotic abroad.
Full of antibiotics. Well, no, not all of it. Not all of it. Well, some of it in this country's got antibiotics in it.
You have to with their youngsters, you have to, but
yeah, only for the first 2 weeks.
When they're finishing off, they should not have any.
It's the same as colostrum for a mammal, a sheep, or a pig, or a cow, whatever. That colostrum gives them the antibodies. Chickens don't have that, so you give them antibiotics to kill off any early infection because they're in such a massive crowd of birds. So it's just where do you stop? Where do you stop?
Well, people have got to be fed. They demand it.
Well, Prince Charles had it right the other day, didn't he? Supporting the small farmer. As he said, if we don't support them now, in 10 years' time there aren't going to be any small farmers.
No.
You won't be able to afford to do it.
Well, I think anybody now is kind of looking at their local market anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, we've always done our local market. We've always supplied. I say local. I mean, some of the customers for our beef are coming from miles away,
but then at the end of the day, you're not producing enough beef to make a living out of it.
Not really, no.
No. So, again,
not what most people would call a living.
But now you've got the opportunity of more land to use over the other farm. But then you also got the problem there's so many deer over there.
Yeah, we'll have to go have a bit of a thin of them.
Well, and the problem with the TB we're getting from over the other farm.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking to the chap who does the corn for us yesterday, and in the corner of one of the fields, there's a herd of 8 deer altogether. 8?
Well, Fallon said 14.
Did he?
Yeah.
Ah.
And divide by half and allow for exaggeration.
And add a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
No, it was 8. And then there was one going up the hedge behind us.
Because he said, I think he said 14. I said, well, was it fallow deer? If there was that many in a group, I said, was it fallow? And he goes, no, it was roe deer. I said, we don't usually get a group of fallow, like 14 deep.
We don't normally get a group of 8 either.
Not really, but it's probably just a couple of families, isn't it? Together.
Yeah, they just found a nice food in that corner. Yeah. They've just eaten all the wheat off in the corner. Again.
As long as they're not riddled with TB, because what you can do is shoot them and just get rid of them, innit?
Yeah, but then you have a lot of people that don't agree with that because you're killing Bambi. There's a lot of Bambis.
Yeah.
A lot of Bambis.
Oh, well, we don't shoot those this time of year anyway. This is,
Bambis are doing a lot of damage.
Yeah. And riddled with disease.
Yep. So.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you notice there, a pair of waterproof trousers.
It stops you getting quite so moist.
I am a little bit moist.
You're a bit damp around the nether regions.
But the trailer is clean.
Yes. Not as we found it this morning, a bit crappy.
A lot of people parked up.
Well, should we park up and just have a wander around? and see if they're open. I'll buy you breakfast. Would you like some breakfast, brother? Just to annoy your dog when you go home smelling of bacon.
Well, we could go and have a look, I suppose, couldn't we?
We can have a wander down there.
I don't think it is open, but
Well, there's not many people in there, so where are they all then? In the COVID cafe?
Well, yeah, right, okay.
Yum, 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 yum.
I don't think I'm going to want any dinner.
No, that was rather a nice breakfast.
I still reckon it was a bit greasy.
Well,
Then it was fry up, didn't it, so?
it was as moist in grease as your trousers are in the shitty water from the trailer.
Oh, they're dried out now.
You're not
They're only wet on the inside now.
Yeah, that's about right for you, about normal for you.
Yeah, the outside's evaporated off. Lost something.
You don't want your tissue.
Oh. Right. So all I've got to do now is wait for a few days and see what the check comes at. Dear Mr. Brilliant, it's £3.50 for your 17 years.
That'll be for the herdwicks.
Yeah.
And
well,
not each.
If they make 50 quid each, I'll be happy.
If they made 50 quid each, I'd have a party. They were a bit scabby. Well,
They're alright.
5 of them were.
I was watching that, don't worry. I really did that on purpose.
I reckon he was a bit of a muppet.
Let's fly up to the roundabout and then Lucy will then take the very first turn left.
Yeah. Do you want to go down the motorway?
No!
This should be amusing.
Oh!
Good job you got the fuel on the way up.
Yeah.
I thought you knew your way around here.
I do!
Yeah.
I don't know why I turned down this one.
Because we're going to Swindon.
I don't want to go to Swindon.
Does anyone want to go to Swindon?
I'll tell you that. I got a funny feeling that our builder Dave is developing a bit of a physical relationship with my digger, because he seems to be getting into it every chance. No, you got to stay in there, because you'll make a damn nuisance yourself out here. You found the stump then? Yeah.
You tried pulling it.
It's not going nowhere, is it?
I know.
Well, I moved it a bit with the skid steer. I reckon he's developed a physical relationship with that thing.
You always got the machine,
Well,
never anybody else on it.
Well, no, because he's always in it.
Yeah.
So it's become a physical relationship where he's, you know, it's his happy place. The thing is, I've got a 15 foot of pipes still hanging out the ditch. You know what's going to happen, didn't you?
Well,
The next job is going to be here. Oh, you've got some space in the ditch. Could I come and tip some crap in there?
right, yeah.
I know what's going to happen. I just get the chainsaw cutting off.
Comes through, yeah.
Accurate. It's not on. Right, I got half an hour before the building inspector comes to check our footings for the extension. He's not interested in the barns because that's nothing to do with domestic dwelling, but with our extension he is definitely interested in that. So we paid the fee last week. Today will be his first visit, so all the footings are now dug out. He's got to come and check them, look at what we've done, check the depth, make sure he's happy with everything, and then I believe concrete and a pump is ordered for next Monday, 1 o'clock, so lunchtime next Monday, where we will then put, I think it is just shy of, what did Dave say, 16 cubic meters. It was 15.9 or something, or was it 14.9? It was 15 or 16 cubic meters of concrete has got to go in the footing for the granny flat and also for the retaining wall. It was a case of, it was pointless trying to dig the two sets of footing separately. We had the concrete in, we had the pump in, we might just as well do both at the same time, get it done. I think. Not quite sure quite how we're going to work out, because we've got to buy more blocks now, because we never accounted for the retaining wall originally, because we didn't know how many blocks we would need until we dug it out. But it's a lot, because we're laying 4-inch blocks on their flats, which will be a 9-inch thick solid wall, with the top course I think will be 12-inch hollows, because I'm going to get Tim, who's doing our barn, I'm going to ask him to make me an iron railing to go around the top of the wall, make sure nobody falls down there. Yeah, make us an iron railing that we can just finish it off and make it look pretty when we're done. So I expect until the railing's done, we might just put up a bit of post and rail, or maybe a bit of poster wire, so it stops dogs or children or anything else falling off that, because there's a fair drop down there. Anyway, so while we're waiting for the building inspector, the cattle are currently in the bottom of the avenue. They've had the bottom of the avenue and the old playground for the last 10 days, and they're bored. They don't want to be in there anymore. They want to come back in here and go on the golf course. So we'll move them around. The sheep can go behind the cattle. They can go out now and sort of take off the next level of grass down. And I think weaning for the ewes and lambs is planned at the moment for Saturday, because Abby's asked if she can come and help us out with that. She wants to spend a bit of time. It was going to be Saturday morning, but she's been SOS'd to work Saturday morning, so now she's coming Saturday afternoon, which means if it all goes to plan, again, famous words, Sunday, Monday, might even get a video with Abby in it. You might. So, right then, let's see if I can get all these to come through the gate at the same time. Right, boys and girls, want a bit of fresh scenery? Come on up. Come on up. Yes, you can come through here now. Come on up. Come on. She just comes straight out and sat in it. They've never ever really been that fond of the grass in this bottom paddock. I don't know why. There's no rhyme or reason why they don't like the taste of the grass in there. I don't know if it's got anything to do with the trees. Maybe it's leaf mold or something coming off these trees that changes the texture, flavour or palatability of this grass. But I mean, there is lots and lots of grass out here. Plenty of grass, nothing wrong with that. But they would rather go out there where the cattle have been. Anyway, I'm going to leave this gate open, because under this hedge here they can get some shelter from the wind and the weather, and they could also get under there if they should so wish. I'll let these few lambs that have escaped back through, and then we'll go back up, wait for the building inspector. You can go that way. So basically all we did is swap stuff around. The sheep were out on the golf course and avenue side for 2 weeks, and the cattle were on this side for 2 weeks, and now we've literally they've just swapped sides. So sheep will eat grass that cattle won't, and vice versa. Go on, you lot. get out on both sides.
Yes, I've done both sides. We've got
Right,
boogie
dip
on
it in your pot.
And
Right,
then
now,
you've got
now pull the pot
squeeze-
out with the thing in there, and what I do is I squeeze the bottom of the pot, right, and roll it in my fingers, and at the same time roll that in your fingers. So basically you get a good mix.
Right, and then
2 minutes.
Right, 2 minutes. It's now 14:19 on here.
So you want to do it at, yeah.
14:19.
Okay, whatever.
So 14:21.
Okay, twiddle it.
I'll keep twiddling it 2 minutes.
We haven't got to do it, but you've got to make sure that it's well and truly that you're a bit of snot and boogie material.
Unblocked.
Very unblocked.
I think I'll move a pollock.
Right. You want me to open this parcel, do you?
Well, I think you should, but it says fragile.
It says Avon. Is it makeup?
Avon, not Avon.
Oh. Okay. Oh, it's heavy. What's in there?
No, open it, you find out.
Yeah, the thing is, I got a funny feeling a couple of people have sent me stuff.
It says fragile, but if you move it from side to side, it rattles.
Okay. Can you move your bottom? Your backside's making it really dark.
Is it?
Yeah, because you're eclipsing the window.
Holly, eclipsing the window. There's absolutely no way.
Right, okay. I'll open this quickly then. I need to go and do some stuff.
I need to do stuff too. You've got the building inspector coming out.
He's been. Yeah, building inspector's been. Yeah, he's been.
Pass.
Yeah, but he wants the guys to cover the trench because he's worried about it drying out.
Okay, that's understandable.
Yeah.
And
is there going, I've never ever had to cover a trench there before to stop it from drying out. He wants them to put hose pipe in there, just wet the sides of the trench, and then put some boards over it so that it can't.
What time is it now?
What does that say?
No, not yet. How many people do you think turned around and said it to you?
Hughie. I don't know.
Church this one, but I hope you don't.
Oh, no, I've got to pull that out there. Actually, should I just take that off there?
Maybe. What's that saying though?
What, where?
Not that side. Not on there. Not on there. Smile service. Maybe there's you did turn it on its end. Is that right?
I don't know. Oh, hang on. There's a pair of mole grips in here. I lost my mole. That's what you could hear rattling.
Okay, there's lots
tools.
of others. There's loads of stuff in there for you.
So no, someone did actually message me something about tools.
You've got very red. You're embarrassed.
I'm hot. I've just been down and let the cattle through.
So,
Oh, little needle nose. Oh, they're useful. Pipe cutter.
Nicking those. Thank you very much.
No, you're not nicking those.
Oh, you lost your other pair.
No,
What am I gonna do?
after I lent them to you.
Yeah, well, you gave them.
I didn't
They
give
gave
them. There was no giving involved.
Oh.
What's this? Is that air freshener I can use for the car?
This is very nice.
PPE must be worn on this site.
How's that? Yeah.
It's nice actually. Yeah, thank you. I'm being fanned.
Can I do it now? Yes.
Alright, so now
it's two. You have to
no,
do
you got to keep that level. Alright, so take that out, flip that cap over, and put at least 2, if not 3 drops in that little slot where it says S. Alright?
I've never done this before. This is why Dad's doing this with me. 3 drops. 2.
Alright? Then you can put that back in that hole and put in the lid there, so it's got enough. And for any reason you haven't put enough in there, because you see that little grey line there, don't pick it up, you've got to leave it on the level.
Yeah.
That grey line's got to reach right to the top, which means there's enough fluid, liquid, snot, whatever else to do that. So, right, was there... No, there was a name of somebody who sent me this stuff, but it's not in the box. So... So, set of pipe cutters and a couple of...
I make the best cups of tea. That makes the best cups.
Thank you, Bill makes the best cups of tea. So that's useful, that's useful, that's
in
useful.
The box.
I don't know what's in the box. Sounds like a little box of sockets.
Hi, Sharon.
Oh, Torx bits.
Oh, am I yellow? Right,
That's why Mum could hear it rattling, because they've all come out of their place. So
is that enough?
yeah, you're okay. You can chuck that away now if you want.
Okay.
So
I can chuck my bogey pot away.
really nasty.
No.
Just nasty. So right, okay, so
Right.
Thank you
Oh,
to
yes.
whoever sent this
I
in.
put that one
Um,
on. Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
No, that's mine. Get your mitts off you.
They want to know why I want these. Probably thinking, huh? I use them for tiered cakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use cake dolls, so they're like little pipe tubes, but I use the thick ones. And the pipe cutters are great to.
Yes. Because you borrowed my pipe cutters, didn't you?
I did, and I washed them and cleaned them. They were beautiful. They were beautiful. I sanitized them and reset them in like
Yeah.
Milton's.
Okay, since then I haven't been able to find them.
He took them back.
See, I don't.
I found them and I gave them to you because you needed them back, and I said, "There you go. Here's the pipe cutters you wanted."
Yeah. Right.
And then that's when I saw them, so I didn't get them back again. How long does this take?
Half an hour.
Half an hour, right?
Yeah. Keep it level. I mean, you'll know within a few minutes because there's the first line that's already come up on the sea. So there's only.
There's the other line.
No, it's only. Yeah, you don't want two lines. You only
I
want
don't
the
want
one.
two lines.
Only want the one line. So.
I never want two lines in anything I do.
Do you not?
Not yet.
That was got to go in there then. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. They are probably. And almost certainly not back in the right place.
Well, did you put the numbers against the numbers?
No, because I can't read the numbers on there. I haven't got my glasses. So unless you would like to put them and sort them out for me.
I have.
Stuff to do?
Yeah, your
Yeah, which
brothers ordered 50 scones off me.
Gone.
Okay.
Okay.
Scones or scones.
Alright, so yes, thank you very much indeed for that. Like I said, there is no name in the box. Is there anything on the label?
I think you
No.
ordered it straight from manufacturer.
No, can't see anything there, so. I'll take that as a birthday present.
Yeah, it's got Pat's birthday soon.
Yeah, not long.
On Thursday. Next Thursday.
Thursday I'll be older.
Yeah. I'm not older. How old are
A
you?
year older.
How old are you?
21.
Yeah. 50 something, isn't it?
Only on the outside. 56 on the outside.
Yeah.
On the
Same.
inside,
Mine's,
I'm younger than you.
mine's 21. So.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right, so I got to find somewhere to hide these where my staff can't find them. Because,
In your office?
well, no, they got to go where I can use them. So, yeah.
In the drawers in the extension?
No, well,
Not my
they kind of need to go down in the workshop because that's where we use. If I hide them up here, I'll forget where they are, and then I'll want them.
Like you do with your. Those.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with you.
Okay. You want a stinky air freshener for your car? We can't have it.
I've got one already. Don't know where it is, but I've got one.
You need one, then, don't you?
It's in like a deep fat fire.
Holly for our pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guffy. Hey, fair out the name.
Guffy the Vampire Slayer, or is it Guffy the Atmosphere Slayer? Yeah. Right. Okay, right, I gotta make a phone call and I've got to go spend the rest of the afternoon on the tractor.
So much fun. I'm gonna be in a very hot, sweaty studio baking lots of stuff.
How many for me?
Depends on what I've got left over. I know you're getting chocolate eclairs next week, so
Yeah, that's next week.
I've got to make 2 birthday cakes,
Yeah.
scones,
Scones.
You're gonna make plain scones,
I like
fruit
scones.
scones, and
Well, I
I know
can
you have scones over there. That I made.
They're both. No, they're your scones, are they?
And my
Oh,
ones in the blue bag are ones I made. I left the big ones for you.
no, but I want
The
them.
Abby one.
I'll have them for. I'll have a cream tea when I come back off the tractor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. Right. On that note,
I think I'm okay.
you're all right.
I'm not done yet. It's okay.
No, you're right. Hot. Oh, hot. 31 degrees. Hot. Oh, hot. Well, welcome to Friday the 16th of July, my wife's birthday. For those of you who didn't know, I didn't publicise it because she's not a great fan of public recognition or anything like that, but I did put it on my Instagram, and a lot of you, gratefully, thank you very much indeed, did wish her happy birthday. So she's unfortunately working all day today, so for all of you saying I hope your husband's spoiling you and looking after you,
I would if I could, but her duty for Citizens Advice Bureau and the Family Lives charity she works for is kind of more important to her than time off. So there you are. Anyway, I'm on my way to Cheltenham to see an old friend and an old customer. I will call him Harry. We've been working for Harry for 10-12 years now. He's a long way away from us, and we don't normally travel this far to look after folks' hedges and trees and stuff, but Harry's a special guy. He's one of those fellas that will come under the heading of lovely bloke. So he is worth, and his wife, Mrs. Harry, they are both worth the effort and the travel to go up and see him. So, and besides, their hedges do take us like a day and a half to do. Shame it's not a day because it's only one trip then, but anyway, that's where I'm going this afternoon. It is in the shade down here now. It's 28 degrees C, which for me is hot. I know there are places in the country that are in the mid to late 40s of temperature, and you guys have my sympathy. I would properly suffer with that. Not saying that you don't, but I've never been fond of hot sunny weather. And of course there are places in Europe that are, although they're not cold, they're just being flooded out. I mean, 100 people killed in Germany with floods. Awful. So do we blame it on climate change? Do we blame it on human activity? Well, my opinion on that is we've probably influenced it, but was some of this going to happen anyway, and we've just brought it forward a bit? You know, Ice Age wasn't that many thousand years ago. You know, when's the next Ice Age? Is that going to happen? I shan't get too political on that, so let's just say I'm not a huge fan of Greta Thunberg. Okay, Cheltenham, in my diesel guzzling, gas emitting, nasty, horrible van. Here we come. Not sure I'll be wearing a jumper in this weather. Can't imagine it being cold. Well, it's an hour and 40 minutes later. It was a lovely visit with Harry and his missus. So we've been looked at their trees and their hedges, and we've sorted out what we're doing and what we're not doing. Across the M5, about 5 miles further up to go home. This is 5 miles further down, and we're still absolutely rock solid. I'm just glad that the traffic issue is north and not south for a change. It goes on for miles.